just a very quick, basic video. And I said a while back that I would be dropping some videos like this that is on one subject, real fast, real quick, to where you understand. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you how to check a throttle position sensor. Now, these are old school throttle position sensors where the throttle body has a cable. Everything kind of went to this drive-by setup now where you got the electronic accelerator pedal. This is not going to apply to that necessarily. I'm showing you old school. I'm doing it on my 2001 Ford Ranger, and only because it's right here in the driveway and I can easily show you how to do this. Now, there's a lot of videos out there showing you how to do this with a DVOM or a multimeter. The only problem with a multimeter is the refresh rate is very slow compared to an oscilloscope. Now, I have never wanted to invest a lot of money into a scope. Just, it's not going to happen because it's not something I would use that often to justify that expense. But what I did do was I bought a little handheld, perfect for automotive. I think I paid $105, maybe $110 off of Amazon, and that's what I'm going to show you. But being able to visually see a waveform on this throttle position sensor is so much more accurate than trying to read the numbers on a voltmeter, a multimeter, because like I said, the refresh rate is very slow on those, and you'll get a lot better picture of it by using a scope. Let me show you this scope, and we're just going to get right into it. Short, sweet, and to the point. This video is not about this tool here. I bought and paid for this, but if you are curious, it's I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's Fernersi. It's 2C53P, and it's like a little portable oscilloscope. I think it's perfect for automotive without having to spend a ton of money, you know, for things like this. And one thing that I mainly wanted this for is the fact that it's also a signal generator. If I wanted to mimic a sensor to prove if it's good or bad, this has a signal generator that can generate all types of different signals in wave patterns and such as that. It's also a multimeter, a really accurate one on top of that. I have compared it against my Fluke multimeters, but I didn't get it for that reason because I am multimeter poor. I have a lot of them, plus clamp meters. So at any rate, I want to go ahead and boot this up. Now, if you look back here, you'll see where I have already installed a probe piercing tool. I am on my signal wire. It's a gray and a white wire. I have all the different diagrams for this particular truck. When I first got it, that's what I did. Is I got a 1-month subscription to All Data DIY, and I printed out everything I thought I could possibly ever need pertaining to this truck. So through that diagram, I was able to determine that the signal wire is a gray and white wire. So I went ahead and used the probe piercing tool, and at the end of this, I will take this liquid electrical tape and I will just dab over that little hole that I had to pierce in. I probably could have back probed it. Neither way is really recommended, you know, but if I'm going to do it, this is just much easier. That way I know I'm on the wire. So I've got a ground going here to this ground wire, and I've just got this clipped in, as you can see right here. I just clipped it right in right here, so I'm connected. Now I need to turn the ignition on, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. Okay, I just turned my ignition switch on, and it's just this easy. You just take your throttle body, your cable, there's your throttle cable right here, and just operate it. Now, if you were using a DVOM, you'd be watching numbers instead of an actual waveform, and you would have to do it very slowly to look for any dropouts. With this, you don't. All you have to do is just pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, and that's really all we need to do. All you're looking for, let me do this again. Let's pause it. All right, let's look at that waveform. straight up across where I paused and right back down. There's no dropouts, there's no spikes going downwards. That's a good looking waveform, as you can see. I can pause it to take a look at it. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with that waveform whatsoever. Let's do it again. All right, one more time. So I said, you don't have to go slow. If there's a bad spot in that, you're going to know it. Let's pause that. Take a look at that. That is a good waveform. Absolutely nothing wrong with this throttle position sensor. Kind of wish I had a bad one to where I could show you the difference. You will know. You will definitely know, because you're going to have dropouts where it's making that rise. You had a bad spot, it's going to drop out. The throttle position sensor is nothing more but a potentiometer or a variable resistor. You can look at it like that. It's actually sweeping across a resistor, and it's giving different resistance value as it sweeps back to the computer, and that's basically it. So if you get a bad spot, that's usually due to like habitual driving, to where you're doing like 30 miles an hour. I'm just using this as a reference. Every day you got the same patterns. You'll actually wear in places on that resistor, and eventually it won't even make connection. It'll just drop out, and then other parts of it that's not used that often will show a good sign. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. This is a more accurate way to not only check your throttle position sensor, but various sensors throughout the car. And I'm glad I went ahead and purchased this. It doesn't cost a lot. It definitely is not going to break the bank, and it works well, as you can see. Now, the one thing that I could not figure out how to do on this particular unit was how to adjust my time base. I was looking and playing around with this thing, and finally I watched a video, and this one guy, out of all the videos I watched on this, one guy showed you how to do it. Like if you want to make this, if you want to adjust the time base on this, you simply see there, it made it smaller. Hit it here, makes it bigger, bigger, smaller, smaller. And you can see the changes right here. But there again, this is not about the tool, but I'm glad to have it. So short, sweet, and to the point, as I promised. Hope you got something from it. I'm Russ Jones with Skill Savvy DIY.